Yeah, welcome guys and happy new year. Firstly, I feel like I missed you guys so much. December was so choke for us that we didn't show up during the end parts, but we are here in the new year and I believe everybody's smiling, everybody is happy. You guys, December period was good. Coming into the new year is fantastic to see you guys again on Vertical Football, and you're welcome to the weekend preview show for the game week 20. And in this week, we are seeing here, it's our main man, Segun. Segun, how is it today?
That's good to be here.
Yeah, it's very, very great to have you.
First time on the show, so
first time on the game week preview show. I'm
nice.
blushing like
It's nice.
I used to be very used to my baby girl, but fortunately she's not around.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into it today. And in today's round week 20, we are going to be starting with Tottenham versus Newcastle. Tottenham versus Newcastle. Check what you say in the match.
Tough game.
Yeah.
But I think Tottenham drew the last match, right?
Yeah,
Against
2-2
against Wolves. Why Newcastle? Obviously, Newcastle when against Manchester United.
Yeah,
obviously.
very obvious.
Isiak, man of the match, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I think Newcastle wins this game.
Newcastle.
But I think it's going to be a game filled with goals.
Yeah.
So I will go for Tottenham is at home, right?
Tottenham is at home.
Tottenham is at home. So I'll go for Tottenham to Newcastle 3.
Ooh, Tottenham to Newcastle 3. That's very close. And what me I just saying this, man, I know it's going to be filled with goals, but in like the last 5 matches for Newcastle now, they considered only just 1 goal.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
in the Premier League. So I think their defense is really tight this period. But Tottenham is this team that always go to
they have the capacity to score
goals. But it's Newcastle straight winning on this side.
Yeah.
So let's go into the next match. Bournemouth versus Everton. Bournemouth versus the Shondike Everton. Pretty rough time for Everton. And Bournemouth, I think, can we say they're having the season of their life?
Yeah, I think even last game, I think they drew, right?
They drew Fulham.
Yeah, so they drew. So even when they're not losing at the moment.
Yeah.
So I think
that should be like 7 or 8 games
the
now.
The guy there is a fantastic coach. So even when he came at the beginning stage, you could see that this guy has what it takes to be a solid Premier League manager. So I think it's good. And Everton also, apart from maybe their last match, I think they had a little bit of
draws.
Yeah. So, but I think they lose this match. But I think it's going to be a very, very, very close one. I think either Bournemouth wins 1-0 or 2-1.
Oh, but it's all in all situation. It's all.
I think Bournemouth gets the 3 points.
Yeah, I stay with Bournemouth here. I think they are doing like really fantastic to have held a draw to Fulham.
Yeah,
that was like a
very, very decent.
Yeah, it's a booster for them. So I stay with Bournemouth here, but we should not take it away from Everton. They are this team that always come up with either a shocker or an upset.
Yeah, you can't
cannot predict them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's Bournemouth on my side and it's Bournemouth on Segun's side. So to the next match, Aston Villa versus Leicester City. The Ruud van Nistelrooy's Leicester City. Like in the beginning of his tenure in Leicester City, they had a draw, a win, and since then it has been down.
The problems of Leicester City is more than just changing the manager.
Okay.
I think it has been since the passing away of their owner.
Yeah,
there has not been much investment into the club. Not much investment. I think even when the season of Maresca in the championship, I think there was a lot of loan deals, and even the players they used there were players that were very loyal with them, likes of Ndidi and the likes. So, but I think against Aston Villa, I'm tending towards an Aston Villa win. But I'm taking Aston Villa for Leicester City 2.
Ooh, that's numbers.
I'm just having that feeling 4-2. I don't know why.
4-2, yeah. On my own side, I say with Aston Villa to beat Leicester. But I think Leicester coming to Aston Villa's home in Villa's Park is somewhere they used to always come and have wins. I think in like 5 games, head-to-head, away now, they've won probably 3. So an upset can happen, but with the form Aston Villa is having this season at home and Leicester downside, I don't think that's going to be possible.
To be an upset, maybe
a draw,
maybe 2-2 draw.
Okay,
Aston Villa 2, Leicester 2. So I don't really see.
Yeah, so let's just stay with the normal thing here and stay with Aston Villa straight winning against Leicester City. And so the next match is a London derby of our Blues, Chelsea, and this is Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Chelsea, I don't know. I don't want to say beginning to have a downside. And if it was Linkwa, she had a lot of things to say to us at this point. 3 games, 1 point in 3 out of possible 9. Having like a defeat that was unexpected.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Against Ipswich.
What do you see in this match?
Many factors could have contributed to the last 2 games of the 2024.
Yeah, Chelsea
2024. Yeah. We lost against Fulham and against Fulham wasn't really surprising.
Yeah,
because Fulham has the capacity to do that. But this switch was very, very surprising. It's a new year.
Yeah.
Let's see if Chelsea open the account in the Premier League
in a good way.
Yeah. But I think the match is 3-1. I don't know who wins 3-1, but looking at it, that Chelsea's on the
right track.
He's on the game pad. So I think Chelsea wins 3-1 against Crystal Palace.
Because of these 3 things that happened, the Everton, the Fulham, and the Ipswich, I'm beginning to lose my feeling of grandiosity. Like coming to a reality of where we are now.
I think it's just part of it in the sense of, yes, the players are excited about the new style of play, excited about the new project with Maresca. But the fact is, we even said it, I think, one time off air, that Chelsea is not ready to challenge for the league. It's clear. It's just that sometimes you can be so lucky that you are not ready, but you can still win the league.
Yeah, definitely.
Seasons like that. But the reality is, when you play the number of games that you played in December, it's bound to expose you. That you're not yet. You're not yet there. So I think Chelsea wins. I've watched Crystal Palace matches this season, especially the double match against Arsenal. That's in the Carabao and the Premier League. The Crystal Palace can cause you some damages in terms of play, but overall against that Chelsea side, I don't think they win. But so for me, I don't say Chelsea 3. Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I really buy into the idea of what you said about us not being there, and I know we have spoken about this time without number on this podcast of not being there, but I think people are still not realizing what the coach is trying to, the message the coach is trying to pass underneath those words. We are not there yet. It's not like he's trying to take the pressure. That's a part of it. That's one fragment. He's taking the pressure off the boys. But it's more like he's speaking the truth. Like when you say somebody's there, you want to compete against a Liverpool that's been there dragging with the Man City. In the last maybe 5 years, Man City has won 4. Liverpool was the one that put a bridge into the 6 they should have done. And last season, it's not like Liverpool was nowhere to be found. They were there.
Yeah, that's the truth. It's good you mentioned Liverpool, because a lot of fans are beginning to say, when you say Maresca is saying Chelsea is not there, some fans are like,
they want to compare to Liverpool.
But the reality is that
Liverpool has been there.
Yes, this is a top squad for Liverpool. That's just reality. You understand? And it's not. I think the only signing he got was Chiesa. I'm not sure Chiesa
has featured that much.
So the reality is that if it's that Liverpool lost the likes of maybe Diaz, maybe the likes of Salah, the likes of one of their important players, I'm not sure they're able to do
this that they are doing at this moment.
Because I think the success of Liverpool's transfer window was the fact that I don't know if we said it on the air or off air, that the success of Liverpool's transfer window was that they were able to keep their players.
Yeah,
that was the success really. Because if you look at that Liverpool team, there's no much to improve upon in terms of the Premier League. In terms of, I know that every team has where you want to improve. Maybe you can say maybe Liverpool needs a striker. A very, very, but this is a team that even without a striker, can still score you goals. You get so.
I think that's one thing I noticed in the Liverpool squad. Diaz scores, Gakpo scores, like Curtis Jones scores. Everybody is up there.
I know you don't say Salah, but there is that everybody can score.
Everybody can score in that team.
So,
and it's more about the mentality.
And it's a team that is used to. It's a team that if you look at Liverpool's dressing room right now, they are not under pressure, because at least for a large chunk of the players that are there, they have been used to having this kind of tight schedule. Even most of them where they experience the deadline, the battle for the Premier League, where they are Chelsea were playing Aston Villa, they were playing. They are used to it, so they know how to control the other guys that come. This is how we do it. But reality is that Chelsea,
nobody has gone through that.
There's still a lot of areas.
Yeah.
We said the defense is not okay, the attack is not okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just a few things that are working, like Caicedo, Kopama, and there's still a lot of things to be done. Just so
mentality-wise, just to buttress the whole thing, like is the fact mentality-wise.
How many Premier League seasons and Premier League title runs that Salah has had?
Yeah. And so, not even about Liverpool alone. Man City, Arsenal, they always know a way to find.
So Salah will deliver for you when it matters most. But Chelsea, you just have to hope that. But Chelsea is on the right track.
On the right track. Let's just give it a push and understand that at some point we'll get that feeling that we can challenge for this. True, and let's come out of the blue. When we talk about Chelsea, it's almost like on the podcast we take time to talk about Chelsea. If it was Lincoln sitting down here, but like, because they are Chelsea.
No, Chelsea is
I'm happy Sheikh is talking about Chelsea.
Chelsea is one of the exciting teams this season because when you don't predict that his team is going to be in the top 4 at the beginning of the season and they are in the top 4. Yeah. So like Nottingham Forest, if you're talking about it, you have to
give it to them.
You have to talk about Nottingham Forest because they are doing things that surprising, right? So that's where it is.
So let's move on to the next match, which is Manchester City versus West Ham United. Manchester City versus West Ham United. I don't know where or what point or what state of mind Manchester City is in this moment. Should we say the win in the last match to which City that they played? I think it's Leicester. Leicester 2-0. Is that a step towards coming back?
When you win Leicester, you can't really say you're back.
You can't take so much out of it.
You can't say you're back because Leicester also is a team that has changed their manager this season also. So I mean, something definitely was not okay. Man City is not back definitely, and the surprising thing about Manchester City is that it's not even the tactics or the style of play; it's the lack of desire when you watch your match. There's no life. The life you see. And I just feel my own conclusion is that maybe the players are bored.
Because they have tasted too much success sometimes. And the question is what's next?
Success sometimes can be, and it's not even a situation whereby a club can leave a league to another league.
Let's go and try out new challenges.
But the reality is that the club is the club. So what they just did is a rebuild. You need to put in players that have fire and desire to win the Premier League. A lot of those guys, really those guys there have won the Premier League. Except maybe Savio, have won the Premier League, and also there are many factors. But I think against West Ham, I see them winning against West Ham. But I know it's going to be a very, very tough match. So I'll say Manchester City 3, West Ham 2.
Manchester City 3, West Ham 2.
I think they pick the points.
So my own question now is. We can't write Man City off out of this league.
Yeah, you can't write Man City off. That's true.
So there's still a possibility that they can come back to that position and take this league.
If it was another club at the top of the league, I would say don't write Manchester City off. If it was Arsenal, Chelsea, but Liverpool, as I said earlier, they have players that understand. There are two things that makes a successful team in the Premier League. Two things you need to have overall to win the Premier League or to be successful in the Premier League. Number one is you need to have players that know how to win games. And number two, you need to have players that understand how to win games in the difficult periods. Any successful team in the Premier League, you have those two things. They can win game on a normal day and they know how to win games in the tough period. Arsenal has not been able to win the Premier League because they have players that can win games. But when it comes to the tough period, they are just learning how to win games in the tough period. But this Liverpool side, as I said earlier, Salah, Van Dijk, Konate, Diaz, Gakpo. These guys, even the Gakpo are still fairly new, but these guys are used to. They know the pressure. Robertson, Alisson. These guys are used to.
They know what it means to go and fight for it when it is rough.
The major spine of the club knows how the pressure moments are. They know how to grind out results in the. This is a team that they've been a period of. Manchester City 1 point, 2 points. They are dragging to deadline. They know how it goes. So the reality is that with that kind of experience in your team, Manchester City can still pick form. Because all you need in the Premier League to pick form is go on 5 winning streak. And you are where you are back. And you are back. Everybody starts saying that is back. So it doesn't take much. But the reality is this Liverpool side going to drop? And even if they're going to, they might drop points one year and there because it's a football match, it's a football tournament, you drop points. But are they going to just fall? Because I feel what will make Liverpool win the league is not necessarily a slot majorly. It's the experience of those players that it's really crazy.
That will kick in back. So that's a very big question to the Liverpool fans or to the football fans and the Premier League fans. Like, do you think Liverpool will fall?
Yeah, and how big is the fall? Even if it starts. So
just let us know in the comment section. Like, what do you think? Is Liverpool still going to retain that run and keep on moving at this pace that they are moving? Let us know in the comment section. So to the next match here, we have Southampton versus Brentford. Southampton versus Brentford. It's our Southampton that I think for me, this is being too critical, but I think they are going back to the relegation.
Yeah, I think that's clear. That's clear.
Yeah.
I think, but Southampton, I don't like to analyze them because I think it's one thing to have pride, it's another thing not to be stupid. You get pride is in a positive sense, instead of having confidence in your vision, what you want to do, but also you have to be realistic. That's not about Southampton. They have this plan, this game model that they have developed in Southampton that they want to play a certain way. Yeah. But the reality is you can't play that certain way in your first season back in the Premier League. You have to know that.
Try to retain the position there first.
Be stabilized there. Yeah. It's just like a president that comes into
a new system.
You become a president of a country. Yeah. Normally, ideally, they will tell you that your first year is to just assimilate yourself into the system. And then you can now start making major changes. Yeah. So I think what they should have done is first get yourself to play a way where you can have stability. And then you can now build on it.
Okay.
You can now build on it. Yeah. But the reality of that confidence, I know we are coming, this is our game model.
And this is how we will play.
Made them to lose a lot of matches. A lot of matches. When you see a Southampton trying to build up with a super keeper so high up, it's just like, what are you guys doing?
This is the Premier League.
So I think they might go back.
Speaking about Brentford now, they have not been.
Brentford is you can't trust Brentford. That's one of the things that's even going to influence my prediction. Yeah. Normally, people would think Brentford should get a win in this match, but you can't trust Brentford. Brentford this season is not the Brentford of previous seasons where you can trust that this game's man. For me, I'll go for Saturday to Brentford too.
A full-time job.
I just think a full-time job. I can't trust Brentford to win.
I'm even thinking in my own mind now, like, I believe Southampton can win this match.
It's possible.
I believe. Because if you look at Brentford's away run, Brentford's away run this season is like pretty bad, like very bad. Like, I think maybe just one win or two, or one draw, one win in the away ground. So I don't think they are capable of winning this match. So I'll give it to Southampton. This should be my upset of this week. Southampton to win. And to the next match, we have Brighton versus Arsenal. Brighton versus Arsenal. How do you see this match going?
Brighton. Yeah. Brighton is Brighton because Brighton with their style of play and their approach. Yeah. But I think Arsenal is becoming stabilized. Yeah. Arsenal begin to get themselves back. Definitely. Saka's injury definitely. I think it's got up, but I still think Arsenal will still win some games without Saka. I think it's the big games where that absence will be really
very evident.
Yeah, I think it's a big game.
And I think one area is settling in perfectly.
He can do the job.
I thought you were critical of him. Like, when we're talking off air, like, can he step up? Was it you? I think it was Casey.
No, it's not me.
I've never
been critical of one area. I won't be shouting that Atala should give him a chance. Yeah, because I believe, and I think if it's that he has given him a chance in those periods,
sooner.
By now you just slot in. Yeah. But nevertheless, he still has to slot in now. I think even against Brentford, I think he played against Brentford.
Yeah, like it was perfect. It was almost like they role modeled him to play like Saka.
Exactly.
Just go cut
the guy is talented. He's a good player. So I think against Brighton, I see Aston winning that match. Yeah. But I don't see them keeping a clean sheet. I don't really see them keeping a clean sheet. So I'll go for. My scoreline is very big. I like to see goals. Maybe that's why it's influencing my listing. But I think Brighton won, Arsenal either 3 or 4.
Oh, Brighton won, Arsenal either 3 or 4. Yeah, on my own side, I'm staying with Arsenal. I think Arsenal are back. They're back now. Chelsea, at one point, compared to Chelsea, be like, we are like 2.3 points ahead of Arsenal. And all of a sudden, now the table is turning around, and Arsenal is now 4 points ahead of Chelsea. So they are picking, and they're getting these forms back. So to the next match is Fulham versus Ipswich. Fulham versus Ipswich. I know there's no need to have so much talk about this because I think Fulham will just get past Ipswich.
I can't say really.
For me, swiftly.
But the fact that Ipswich is away.
Yeah.
Because I felt one of the reasons why they were able to get a result against Chelsea was their home ground. So there's a kind of
compact.
It's compact. And so kind of home ground. I know Chelsea, it always played to Chelsea's advantage in Stamford Bridge. That was the fact.
Yeah.
That's why if I'm the chairman of the Premier League, I will mandate Chelsea has to be the new stadium. Really.
Being a big club and playing in a very
that's the
small
reason why
stadium.
When Chelsea comes to the likes of Old Trafford, I just find it very difficult. You guys are not going to play because this is the kind of run you guys have to do. Bro, stadiums matter in the Premier League.
I think it's obvious. Even with Chelsea, when we play in bigger stadiums, we find it very difficult to
because
we might get the win, but you just do not really see that.
Some clubs are having to do a lot when they are playing. Old Trafford is immense. You have to, the likes of Tottenham Stadium, the likes of Manchester City Stadium, you have to do a lot. Especially, I think the stadium that I believe is the most difficult to play in the whole of England, and it's the biggest stadium, is Wembley. Wembley is crazy. When your players are playing Wembley, it's as if they lose their pace. I've not seen a player that just running, just drift one around time in Wembley because the ground is just wide. So I believe one of the reasons why you see Chelsea keeping home records massively. The ground. I think even Arsenal was a particular of that. When we talked about the golden era, most of them was Ivory. Ivory really helped them for that unbeaten in a way. Really. But I think this match, since it's away, I don't want to say Fulham will
win easily like that.
Even if I know that Fulham can also win, but Ipswich are doing some
very stubborn and Leandela, that boy.
I'll go for a draw.
A full-time draw. Wow. Yeah, so it's a full-time draw for Shegun. Fulham versus Ipswich. On my own side, I think I'll stay with Fulham to beat Ipswich. So to the big match of the match week 20 is Liverpool versus Manchester United. Liverpool versus Manchester United. Form-wise, it's no big match. Exactly. But you just will not take it away from Manchester United anytime they face a big team. So
it's Anfield. Yeah. So whenever it's Anfield, it's a nightmare. That's just reality. Even when we were on very, very one superb form.
Yeah.
We still collected 7 in Anfield. Anfield is not a respecter of form for Man United, really. Yeah. Anfield, when I hear Anfield, I have shivers down my spine. I have no good memory. I think today we're talking about the memory of Dramata. That's like the only good memories. Even when the likes of Ronaldo were the top, Anfield just speaks of nightmare.
Like the size of the pitch, the environment, the fans.
The fact that we will be wearing white, I just hate. It's as if we are angels in hell. That place, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think, obviously, everybody knows that Liverpool is going to win that match. I don't think there are some grounds that...
But that's what form says. But when you see Manchester United...
There are some kind of grounds that magic will happen. Anfield is not a place that magic happens. Anfield is a place of judgment for Man United. I think Liverpool wins 4-0.
That's being brutal. That's being brutal. But since you're a Manchester United fan, pardon me, we will not say that's being brutal. We'll say that's being honest. Looking at what the situation is right now.
I know my team.
Yeah.
If it was Etihad, I can still believe. Etihad, magic happens in Etihad for Man United. You can expect. I think the last time,
Manchester
United. That there can be magic. Yeah. There's something about Anfield. Anfield is judgment. Anfield, we're wearing white. Bro,
like you put it, you say angels in hell. Angels in hell. But for me, form, I decide with form. I say Liverpool beats Manchester United. And to the last match of the game week 20 is Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. This is going to be a very beautiful match. Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. I like the fact that it's going to be the closing match of the day. I'll take my time to watch the match and give my review in the next preview show. So what do you say about this match? Wolves, Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest wins.
Easy?
Not easy. But I think
there's a ban for Matheus Cunha. Too much ban. Yeah, too much. Matheus Cunha.
I have to sell him then. My FPL as soon as possible. I even want to sell himself. I need to go for Isiak. I need to go for Isiak. But whichever way, Nottingham Forest wins them at 2-1. Either 2-1 or 3-1. So I'll go for 2-1. Nottingham Forest to Wolves on. Or it will be a 2-0. But I don't see Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest is they are becoming something else in the league now.
Yeah, I think it's
like to no experience.
But they have to build on it. They have to build on it.
It should not just be one season.
I think if I was the owner of Nottingham Forest now, I'm looking for how to get funds. Do they really need? That's the question. Do they really need to bring in big players? Not big players. I just need to get players. Nottingham Forest. The owner is a owner that is not stingy. Okay. If you remember when Nottingham Forest bought like 20-something players, just buying. So it's a man. I just believe now all the spending he was doing, or she was doing. I think it's a man that has it. That he was doing. I think he has brought them to this level now. Yeah. So don't now hold back.
Just keep on getting better.
Get players. And I think just try and get players. Just try and get players that improve your team. Not a bunch of players, but also strategically look at, ask the manager, which areas do we need to really improve. Let's get players.
That's nice. So on my own side, I think it's Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest to be Wolves. So it's going. That's a wrap for us in the first review show of the 2025. I feel very happy and blessed to be here with you guys. And let me give you a shout out, guys. Thank you for going through the 2024 with us. It was a very, very nice ride working with you guys, and to keep on this good work and keep doing this thing. Please press the subscribe button if you are watching this for the first time, and if you have subscribed to us, give your comments. Tell us what you feel about all kind of matches, what you think will happen to the Liverpool-Manchester United match, and if you enjoy this content, since you enjoy, you don't want to just keep to yourself, share with your guys, share with people that you love, share with people that when they watch, they pick values from it. And thank you very much, Shegun. It's very nice to have you here as our guest.
It's not back from Christmas and
she's still having a leave.
So pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much, and see you next time, guys. Bye.